Hi, Debbie Lichter here with the Congruence Code and Free from Food Addiction. I am so excited to be here with you today because we are talking about how to stop judging yourself if you are a little judgy-wudgy person, and if you are one of those people who judges yourself for judging yourself, then this video is particularly for you because I love speaking with high-achieving folks out there who have already done a lot of inner work, who know that they're not supposed to judge themselves, but who do it anyway. So if that's you, then I am talking to you, and we're going to be talking about 3 tips, 3 keys to stop judging yourself, with a little bonus addition to that. And before we do, I want to talk about the number 1 thing that you must stop doing that is really actually holding you hostage from the very freedom that you want. So the number 1 thing that I really see with a lot of smart folks, a lot of people who are, they already have done a lot of inner work and they have a lot of tools, a lot of self-help tools under their belt, is they do something called, I call self-willing spiritual growth. So what does that mean? So self-willing spiritual growth means that you have so many tools, so much information, like just accept yourself, or love yourself no matter what, or just believe in yourself, or just put yourself out there and don't care what other people think about you, or all of these slogans that we know, that we've read, that we can regurgitate to other people, that we've probably even shared and inspired other people with. But what we do is we try to mind muscle ourselves into just having the experience of those theories and beliefs. And it doesn't work. It doesn't work because we cannot self-will spiritual growth. And so if there is a deeper belief, something underlying, a block that's going on inside of you that actually believes something different or is holding on to a fear, then those things that you tell yourself, it's just not going to come through. It's not going to come true for you in your life, and it's going to make you feel real frustrated. And so the number 1 thing that you need to stop doing right now is stop trying to, like, for example, like, I'm just going to let it go. I'm just going to let it go. Or I'm just going to accept it, right? But then we don't. We're attached. We're still kind of thinking about it. We're judging, but now we're judging other people. We're not judging ourselves, or we're still judging ourselves, but then we're pretending like we're not judging ourselves. We do another self-love meditation, and we're kind of just still trying to figure it out and fix ourselves, but we're not judging ourselves. It just gets really exhausting. And so the first thing that you want to do is you want to just stop self-willing spiritual growth. And one of the things that I really, really love to help women with is how to actually be on the authentic spiritual growth path so that you aren't thwarting your own process. And in fact, I will leave a link below, but I'm going to put a link for a download for you to download my free Congruence Accelerator, because this is a really, really valuable resource for you to really help you to see where you're on track with what you're doing and where you might be getting stuck or getting a little bit off track, and showing you, like, with greater clarity, what those areas are that you might be doing things like self-willing spiritual growth in, that is actually working at cross purposes to the very freedom that you want. So I will leave that link below. Go ahead and check that out. And then let's dive in to the tips and tools that are going to really support you in really, really getting free from that self-judgment pattern so that you can be all of you and come home to you. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to embrace what is for right now. So what does embracing mean? Embracing is different from acceptance, right? Because acceptance can have some attachment sometimes, and we kind of think like, okay, if I accept it, will it go away now, or will it be fixed, or will it change? But when we embrace something, we're really just allowing the fullness of the experience that we're having right now to be there. So for example, if you are judging yourself for not working out, right? So you have the part of you that wants to work out, you have the part of you that's judging you for not working out, and then you have the part of you that's judging you for judging you because you know that you're supposed to just accept yourself and love yourself and all these things, right? But so if you could just embrace all of that, just wrap your arms around all of what is happening in this moment, knowing that in a moment it can shift, but for right now, where you are right now is having this experience. And you just allow yourself to have that. You create space for that. That's what embracing means. And it is so incredible because one of the things that we really, really do is that we actually use judgment as this way to like motivate ourselves into action, right? So if I'm intolerant of where I am right now, or if I judge where I'm at right now, then it means that I won't stay stuck or just completely let myself go. It means that I'll always be a little bit alert and I'll always make sure that I do something and I don't stay a victim. So we have this belief, but again, that belief is holding us hostage because the judgment itself is holding us away from the very vibration that is going to move us forward. So it's a no-go. Let's not go there. We want to embrace where we are at in this moment. And so after we embrace where we are at in this moment, then the very next thing we want to do is we want to actually unattach from the story. So unattaching from the story means that we might recognize, okay, all this is going on, but that we don't make meaning from it. We don't say, and therefore that means that I am lazy. And therefore that means that I am disorganized. And therefore that means that I don't have my stuff together. And therefore that means that there's something wrong with me. See, those are all the ways that we create story. And therefore that means that I'm never going to get this. I'm always going to be working at this. I'm never, ever going to have freedom, right? So these are the ways that we actually pile on and pack on more resistance and take ourselves further and further away from freedom. We pack on more judgment, take ourselves further and further away from freedom because we create story. So what you want to do is you want to unattach from the story and actually show up as, can I completely set aside everything I think I know for an open mind and a new experience? Can I just completely set aside all of that stuff that I think is possible, everything that I think I need, everything that I think I know, everything that I think other people know, and just let myself be in the experience of right now. So number 2 is to unattach from the story. Number 3 is to get out of your head and get into your body. So I was just talking to a client earlier today, and she was like, I just want to figure this out. And I said, blah, blah, blah. No, you don't. And then I just guided her through some presence practices to really just get her into her body, get her grounded, get her feeling and sensing and really opening up to the experience of being alive right now. And it was incredible because she started to giggle about 5 minutes later and she's like, oh my God, the question is irrelevant. I said, exactly, because judgment happens up here in our heads. And guess what? When we are up in our heads, we are subject to all of our fears, all of our doubts, all of our delusions of separation and disconnection. And we are also in the delusion that we have to figure things out. So we stay here trying to figure it out. But this is not going to get us any closer to freedom or closer to ourselves. And so what we need to do is we need to go from our head down into our bodies. We need to connect, we need to ground, we need to get present, we need to sense, we need to feel, we need to fully open up for ourselves. And that is something that I'm also super passionate to help you do. So I'm going to leave another link below, and I'm also going to leave a link to another video, a guided grounding video that can really help you and guide you through how to just Get out of your head and into your body right away in seconds. I will also leave another link below for a presence practices, my top 5 presence practices, to really give you some more tools that you can use, just a quick little checklist that you can go to. You can pick any one of them on any given moment and really get out of your head, out of that judgment, and get into your body. So I told you that there were 3 tips and tools and that I had a bonus, and I want to share that bonus tip with you right now. And so this is the tip of asking for help. Asking for help. I am so guilty of this. I have been so guilty of this in my life, especially because I was one of those high achieving women who, looked like I had it together, who a lot of other people came to for inspiration, who was helping other people. And so it was really hard for me to admit that I was a little bit stuck and I didn't actually know what those next steps were that were really going to help me get back to the fullest, truest, most authentic version of me. And so what I was doing is I would read a self-help book over here, or I do a self-love meditation over there, or I'd attend a weekend workshop, but I was never actually really letting myself learn and grow by getting outside of what I know. And it got me only so far. And so what I really feel like that bonus tip is, part of this is you really coming back to you, and sometimes that happens through you being able to ask for help, whether that is asking from the universe, whether that's asking a mentor, whether that's asking a friend in your life, but just getting into the vibration of asking and not knowing and not thinking that you have to do it alone, and letting yourself receive the support is a massive way that you can get out of that little mindset that says I'm not enough, or I'm not good enough, or that's just holding you hostage from being able to fully love yourself and fully be all of you. So there you have it. I hope that these tools were valuable for you. If you found them valuable, definitely thumbs up this video and check back next Wednesday. I will be sending another fresh video for you that'll be all about how to connect more with you, how to be more authentic, how to live free. And I would love if you wanted to just put a comment below about which tool was the biggest resource for you. What was the biggest aha for you? Let me know about that. Again, it's always so wonderful to connect with you. Thanks for being here, and I'll talk with you next time. Bye for now.